Hello friends, welcome in Python video series. In this video tutorial, we are going to talk about some of the important methods belongs to the set collection in Python, right? So let's start with the first concept, and here we are going to learn in first step we are going to learn how to perform join of sets, right? So there are several ways to join two or more sets in Python. You can use a union method that returns a set that will return basically a new set containing all the items from both sets. Or you can use update method that inserts all the items from one set into another, that already we have learned in the previous video tutorial, right? So but still I am going to discuss both of method. So let's see how we can use a union method to return a new set that will basically contain all items from both the sets. Let's say I have two sets, right? Numbers 1 and numbers 2, right? Both contains a set of numbers, right? Now I would like to get the union of these two sets, right? So simply when you try to get the union of these two sets, then you'll get the another new set. These things you have to keep in mind, right? So I will numbers 1 dot union, and you have to pass a numbers 2, right? That's how you can get the union of 2. If you want again to call union, right, then you can call further if you have a more set, but just I'm trying to perform a union on two sets, right? Now I'm going to print this all list, numbers 1, numbers 2 and numbers 3. 2 and 3, right? So let me explain you before trying to run this program. So here basically numbers 1 and numbers 2 basically will be unchanged, as it is will be printed, and of course that sequence will not be maintained when you try to print your set, right? Set never will maintain the sequence or order, right? But number of elements and all the items will be same when you print. Means numbers 1 and numbers 2 will not be changed, but numbers 3 we get basically union of these two. So this will give the union of these two sets, but one thing you have to keep in mind, this will not contain the basically numbers 3 will not contain any duplicate item, because it finally it returns the set itself, right? So let me show you. So here you can see numbers 1 and numbers 2 getting printed as it is, but if you look into the numbers 3, right, which is the basically union of these two sets, it will contain all items from numbers 1 and numbers 2 without any duplicate, and that's the basically union. Now let's talk about update, how we can get the union like same result using update, right? But when you perform update, then what will be the difference, let me tell you. So when you do update, let me copy this set again, right? So of course now numbers 1 and numbers 2, this is the value we have again. Now when you do update, right, then you won't get a return as a new set, right? Simply you have to do the update, and in this case, as we are calling update method on numbers 1, right, in this set, so this set is going to change with the basically result of union of these two. I hope you understood. We are calling update method on numbers 1, right, which is a set, right? So this number ones will be updated with the union of these two sets, that I'm trying to say. Let me show you the result. So result ultimately will get the same, right? But that this result is going to store into numbers 1. So numbers 1 is going to be altered, but number 2 list will be as it is. Let me show you. Now here you can see numbers 1 is same as basically union of these two sets, right? And numbers 2 will be as it is, right? That I was trying to tell you basically. Yeah. So one thing you have to keep in mind, both union and update will exclude any duplicate items, right? because ultimately these operations returns you the set only, and set never contain duplicate elements. Now let's see how we can keep only the duplicates, right? So now let's say my intention is to get the duplicate between duplicate numbers between numbers 1 and numbers 2. Then how we can achieve? And that's what we have a method is called intersection, right? Intersection means we are trying to get the common elements between two or many sets, right? So here basically uh, you have to use intersection, right? So when you use intersection, then again you'll get a new list back, right? So I'll say numbers 3, and instead of update I'm going to use intersection, right? So numbers 1 intersection numbers 2, again you have some set, then you can call intersection further, right? But I have only two sets, so I'm trying to get intersection means common elements between these two sets, and that will this operation will return a new set which will contains the result, right? And same I can print over here, right? So let me show you. If I run, right, then first of all I'm printing numbers 1, then numbers 2 as it is getting printed, and I'm trying to print numbers 3, right? It should be the sorry guys, I was supposed to print numbers 3, right? Sorry, I was printing number 2. So here you can see we got the common elements which is present in both the sets, right? And that's how we get the intersection. Now I will move ahead and I'll talk about the another method or another function which is called intersection underscore update, right? So when you use intersection underscore update, then this is not going to return you a result. Now what happen when you call intersection underscore update on any set, then same result is going to return common elements from both the basically set, but that is not going to return, right? So this will give you the common items from both the sets, and that result is going to update in the first set on which you are calling this method, right? I hope you understood. So when you say numbers 1 intersection update numbers 2 means numbers 1 set means first set will be updated with the result of intersection of these two sets, that I'm trying to say, right? So ultimately we'll get this result, but this result is going to store in the first set, right? And second set will be unchanged. Let me show you. So here you can see first set had been updated the result with the intersection of these two sets, but second set will be unchanged, and second set will be unchanged. That I was trying to convey you, right? I hope you understood what is the difference between intersection and intersection underscore update, right? Let's move towards the next concept, and for that, to show that concept, I am going to copy this code snippet, right? So I'll paste it over here. Now let's say I would like to know just I want to get the result a set that contains all the items from both the set except items that are present in both, right? Then how we can get, right? So there is a method is called symmetric difference. Symmetric method difference will return a new set that contains only the elements that are not present in both sets, right? So here instead of intersection I will change with the symmetric difference, right? So this guy is going to return a new set which will contain all the item which is not present in both the sets, right? Exactly opposite of intersection, right? So and these two sets of course will be unchanged, and these, so I'm printing all three sets over here. So let me show you. If I run, then here you can say list 1 will be unchanged, means numbers 1 is unchanged, numbers 2 unchanged. But if you look into the result which is stored in the numbers 3, only items which is not basically which is not present in the both the sets, that's the basically these three items items are basically these three items are present in both the sets, that will not be included over here, right, when you do the symmetric difference. Now next thing we are going to look a method is called, of course, very uh, similar of symmetric difference, but method name is called symmetric method underscore update, right? I hope you observe it. But this guy is not going to return any result, so that will not return any result. So just I have deleted numbers 3. Now what's the difference between symmetric difference and symmetric difference update? Now we are calling symmetric difference update on numbers 1, right? So whatever result we were getting over here means, so when we call symmetric difference on two sets, then this is going to return. Of course, this method can be called on the many sets as well. So this will return basically when you call symmetric difference, this will return all the item which is not present in the both the sets, right? Now same result basically when you call a symmetric difference update, then this will get the all the item which is not present in both the sets, and that result will be updated in the numbers 1, right, in first set. That's what I was trying to tell you. That means this result what we were getting earlier, that will be updated in the numbers 1. So numbers 1 will be altered, but numbers 2 will be as it is. Let me show you. Now here you can see this result and this result is exactly same, but now your numbers 1 has been updated, but numbers 2, right, means second list will be as it is. That's what we have difference between symmetric difference and symmetric difference update. I hope you understood. So guys, in this video tutorial we have seen some of the important functions related to the set collection. I hope you enjoy learning it. Thank you so much and see you there in the next video.